Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Jack Perkypile. It's my honor to be principal of Monterey High School and to take part in this wonderful, exciting time for our graduates. On behalf of the Board of Trustees, the administration of Lubbock Independent School District, and the distinguished faculty of Monterey High School, I welcome our families and friends to the 2017 graduation ceremony. At this time, please enjoy the processional of graduates from Monterey High School.
Graduates and guests, you may be seated. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the graduation ceremony for the Monterey High School class of 2017. I am Cole Guys, president of the class of 2017. Joining me on stage this evening are Victor Martinez, senior class vice president, Laurel Baldwin White, senior class secretary, Ali Bustos, senior class treasurer, and Alyssa Kioski, senior class historian.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Victor Martinez, and I am the senior class vice president. We, the candidates for graduation, welcome each of you to share these exciting and meaningful moments with us. We would ask that you turn off all cell phone and electronic devices so we may observe the respect and dignity of the commencement ceremonies. Would the audience please stand and join us as we honor the United States of America and the state of Texas with the Pledge of Allegiance led by Ali Bustos, senior class treasurer. Then celebrate our country with the singing of the national anthem by our senior choir members and join together in thought with the invocation, which will be led by Cole Guys, senior class president.
Gentlemen, please remove your hats. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Honor the Texas flag. I pledge allegiance to the Texas, one state, under God, one and indivisible.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight, what the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets glare, the bombs bursting in the air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Gentlemen, if you'll keep your hats off. Ladies and gentlemen, I now ask that you bow your heads and pray with me. Heavenly Father, you are so good. You are quick to love and slow to anger. You forgive when we do not deserve it. Today, Lord, we thank you for the good times and the bad. We thank you for the bad because they are meant to teach us and draw us closer to you. We thank you for allowing us to gather as friends and family here to graduate here today. We ask for your forgiveness for all of our wrongs that we have committed both to you and to others. Lord, if you will, we ask you to bless those who are not here with us today. If you could, say hi to Tony for all of us. We miss him rocking the music in the hallways, and we're sure he's doing the same in heaven. Finally, we pray that you humble us, that you guide our futures, that you give us the courage to walk in your path with your Son. I pray that everyone here learns of your love and your forgiveness, and mostly of your Son's sacrifice for every single one of our past, no matter our past. I pray you open our hearts to one another as you have opened your heart to us. Now I'd like to ask everyone today to join me in the Lord's Prayer. And I ask that I beg that you think of every word and think of each meaning. Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, and the power, and the glory, forever and ever. Amen. Thank you.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Laurel Baldwin-White, and I am the senior class secretary. In his or her own way, each senior serves as a mentor and example to the Monterey Plainsmen. It would be impossible to name all of the seniors who have held leadership positions through academics, athletics, music, clubs, and other special activity groups. Senior class, I will now recognize those seniors who have held positions of leadership within the student body and the senior class. Will each senior stand as I call his or her name and remain standing until all names are called? Audience, please hold your applause until all names have been called. Tommy Cavillo, Student Body President. Jack Dykes, Student Body Vice President. Megan Matthews, Student Body Secretary. And Chloe Capadagli, Student Body Treasurer. I will now address the senior cheerleaders, Pom Squad, and Bell Crew. Lexi Bandy, Callie Bassett, Trip Cater, Megan Castillo, Chris Collins, Zach Dillard, Cole Geist, Philip Guess, Emily Hall, Jessica Holman, Kaylee Hudson, Alyssa Kioski, Madeline Lepetska, Shelby Lively, Sheena Mon, Nikki Narvaez, Nicolette Nunley, Julia Payne, Madison Pine, Jason Sharp, Bradley Stewart, Brianna Wilson, and Courtney Woodham. Please join me in applauding these leaders for all of their hard work this year. At this time, please help me welcome Alyssa Kioski, Senior Class Historian, who will give our class history.
The growth of the city of Lubbock to the south and to the west moved the Lubbock Superintendent of Schools to commission a new high school at 50th Street and Indiana Avenue in 1952. Monterey High School opened in the fall of 1955, and the first seniors graduated in the spring of 1956. The LASD Board of Trustees selected the name Monterey from a list of names suggested by the community. Monterey had been the name of a Texas town that merged with Lubbock in 1891. Members of the class of '56 were invited to serve on a planning committee that chose Columbia blue and scarlet red as the official school colors, and the Plainsman, a symbol of honesty, hard work, courage, and friendly cooperation, was chosen as a school insignia. The class of 1956 left an indelible mark on the school by shaping our first traditions, and with their class gift, the Plainsman seal in front of the library, began the new tradition of not stepping on the seal. In spite of its many transformations, Monterey has remained essentially the same, a place of learning and respect. We are thankful that those first students chose the Plainsman, for this symbol has truly reminded us of our mission to work hard with courage and honesty. The faculty, students, and parents associated with this great institution continue to carry on the Plainsman goal of friendly cooperation. We are constantly inspired by the first Plainsmen of West Texas as we face our own hurdles of academic excellence and strive to be an asset to the Lubbock community. The class of 2017 has continued the traditions set by those first Plainsmen. Through the numerous sports and other extracurricular activities offered at Monterey, every student has represented our school well. Whether on the field, in the stands, on a stage, or in the classroom, the Monterey Plainsmen have been classified as hardworking, courageous, and determined. A few of the many highlights from our last year at Monterey include the following. In athletics, our varsity football team finished with the season as by-district and area champion, making it to the regional quarterfinals, ending with a 10-3 record. They were supported at every game by the Bell Crew, who brought unyielding spirit and charisma each Friday night. The varsity tennis team ended the year ranked number 10 in the state, matching the highest ever ranking for our school. Swimming and diving teams had a great season as well, with girls finishing 4th in the district and boys finishing 3rd in the district and 4th at regionals. The Lady Plainsmen basketball team was the Yoakum County Classic champion, as well as the Caprock Tournament champion. They were undefeated in district and won the district championship on their way to a 26-6 season that included a by-district championship. Our wrestling program continued to do well. The boys finished 3rd overall in district and finished 8th overall at regionals. The girls team had our first ever female state champion. The boys varsity soccer team went undefeated with a 17-0 record. They were district runner-up and won the Lubbock Tournament and Friendship Cup runner-up. The girls varsity soccer team went undefeated in district for the 2nd year in a row. We were district and by-district champions, finishing with a record of 27-1-1. The team earned number 6 ranking in the state and 24 on the top drawer soccer Fab 50 high school teams in the nation. The varsity track teams placed 3rd in district with a total of 123 points. 16 individual athletes and all 3 relays contributed to the team total. Varsity combined for 3 gold medals, 5 silver medals, and 3 bronze medals, for a total of 11 medals at the district meet. We had area qualifiers in long jump, shot, discus, sprint relay, hurdles, 100-meter dash, and the 1,600-meter run. We had regional qualifiers in the sprint relay, 100-meter dash, and discus. 13 varsity athletes had personal records this season. The school record in shot put was broken for the 2nd year in a row. Our mile relay also qualified for state. The marching band and color guard had another successful season, finishing 1st place in the Westerner Marching Festival, while the drum line had the high percussion score and won the West Texas Auxiliary Championships. They received straight 1s with the same results in stage and sight reading competitions. The Monterey High School choir program flourished during UIL season, taking home 100% sweepstakes for every choir that competed. Our program has 17 state-level solo and ensemble participants and also has 3 state choir singers, 2 of which are seniors. Orchestra had a successful year with 9 state solo and ensemble qualifiers, 9 students selected to region orchestra, and 2 selected at area orchestra. This year's UIL one-act play group advanced out of district for the 2nd year in a row. 5 acts earned individual awards at the district and by-district competitions. Our cosmetology program had 14 seniors compete at the District Skills USA contest and all advanced to the state competition. All of them have also passed their written examinations to receive their state license in cosmetology this coming July. For the first time in school history, our robotics team finished 2nd in the state at the Best Robotics Competition and 4th at the Alamo Regional World Competition. The academic decathlon team were region champions for the 3rd consecutive year, in addition to winning gold in the Super Quiz. The team set school records at both region and state, where they finished 4th place, the highest in school history. 2 of our seniors scored so high at state that they walked away with scholarships. The team moved the program forward to unprecedented heights. As we end our time here at Monterey, we know that we have done here is only the beginning. Starting this new chapter in our lives, we will always treasure our years at Monterey High School and the countless memories we have made. Congratulations, class of 2017, and may we always be proud to say that we are Plainsmen at Monterey. Please welcome Cole Geist, who will give our commencement address.
So now it's time for the speech. I would like to begin by thanking each and every one of you for the honor of speaking to you today. On behalf of the class of 2017, I would like to thank Mr. Perkypile, our Monterey administrators, our Monterey faculty, and personally I'd like to thank both of my parents. I love you both very dearly. And on behalf of every student here today, I want to thank our parents, our grandparents, our uncles, our aunts. Without your love and support, days like this would not be possible. Classmates, go back with me. Think back to yesterday. Just yesterday, we were all in the new box learning the first chant, beat 'em red and beat 'em blue. Just yesterday, we were all nervous trying to figure out who's taking who to homecoming for the very first time. I know our parents can relate to us on this one, but just yesterday, we were getting dressed for prom. But that was yesterday. Today is a new day. Today we're graduating. Today we move on from being plainsmen. Today is a clean slate. Now tomorrow's a blank page. The wise poet Ralph Waldo Emerson once said, "The only person you are destined to become is the person you decide to be." Now pause, what does that mean? What is Emerson saying? The only person you are destined to become is the person you decide to be. You decide to be. Now, Emerson was a true believer of your life is what you make it. Now listen to these next few lines very carefully because I promise you they're very important. Every single judgment and opinion that you have been told about yourself before today should mean nothing. Absolutely nothing. People may have told you you're not smart enough to achieve your dream, or you don't have the talent to become something great, but this should mean nothing to you. And I say this because the only opinion about you that matters is the opinion that you hold for yourself. You determine whether you're smart enough to achieve that dream, or are talented enough to achieve something great. Now, I tell you this because you decide what your life is going to be. Some of us may think that at this point it's too late to do something great, like go to college or sign up for the military. But the truth is, you will never be younger than you are sitting in this chair right now. Our lives are just now beginning, and we all have so much more life ahead of us. When you reflect upon graduation 50 years from now, be proud of what you achieved today, but don't let walking across this stage be the greatest achievement in your life. I tell you this because there's still so much more left in this world that you can achieve. And the best part about it is, you're 18, some of us are still 17, and you have the time to do it. Now don't be fooled by thinking going to college is the only pathway to success in life. It is a pathway, but the best pathway to success is to make your own path. The key to a successful life is to go out and be yourself. Go from this place and be doctors, engineers, farmers, artists, teachers, mechanics. Men, go from this place and become great fathers. Women, go become great mothers. Leave this place with love within your hearts for one another, that you become loving spouses. Whatever you do, dedicate yourself to it. Become the best there is in that field, and I promise you on your final days, you will agree with me that you will live a successful life. And on that day, you'll have no regrets. This being said, enjoy today. Enjoy having all of your family with you. Enjoy being with your friends one last time. Be thankful for all that has been bestowed upon you and be optimistic for your future. Because your journey begins tomorrow. Tomorrow you begin shaping your life. Tomorrow you begin your career. Tomorrow, like Emerson said, you decide who you're going to be. Whatever you accomplish moving forward from today is your decision. May God bless each and every one of you in your bright futures, and congratulations, class of 2017. From here on out, it's up to you.
Ladies and gentlemen, that concludes the student-led portion of our commencement.
Parents, grandparents, friends of our graduates, and platform guests, I thank you for sharing your time this evening as we honor a very special group of Monterey Plainsmen, the 61st graduating class, the class of 2017. At this time, I would like to introduce our platform guests as they stand and remain standing when their name is called. Please hold your applause until I've introduced everyone on the platform. Mrs. Melissa Collier, President, Board of Trustees. Mrs. Laura Vinson, Vice President, Board of Trustees. Mr. James Arnold, Secretary, Board of Trustees. Ms. Lala Chavez, Board Member. Mr. Bill Stubblefield, Board Member. Dr. Burl Robertson, Superintendent of Lubbock ISD. Dr. Teresa Williams, Deputy Superintendent for Academic Services. Dr. Kathy Rollo, Associate Superintendent for Elementary Campuses. Mr. Doyle Vogler, Associate Superintendent for Secondary Campuses. And Mr. Michael Worth, Associate Superintendent for Elementary Campuses. To my left, Mr. Justin Newman, Monterey High School Associate Principal. Mr. Trey Aguilar, Assistant Principal. Mr. Vince Garcia, Assistant Principal. Ms. Angie Redd, Assistant Principal. Ms. Jennifer Walden, Assistant Principal. And Ms. Gail Holdridge, Lead Counselor. Please join me in showing your appreciation for these guests. I would also like to introduce some guests who have impacted these graduates throughout their years of education. Would our feeder pattern elementary and middle school principals attending this evening please stand and remain standing as I call your name. Please hold your applause until I've introduced all principals. Mr. Chris Huber, Atkins Middle School. Ms. Amy Stevens, Bayless Elementary. Ms. Shirley Hutchins, Roberts Elementary. Ms. Flo Touchstone, Evans Middle School. Mr. Philip Neeb, Honey Elementary. Mr. Kevin Boo, Miller Elementary. Ms. Karen Thornton, Waters Elementary. Mr. Damon McCall, O.L. Slayton Middle School. Mr. Tom Thomas, Bean Elementary. Ms. Stacy Sumners, Brown Elementary. Ms. Robin Talbert, Dupree Elementary. Ms. Cindy Andrews, Wheelock Elementary. Please join me in showing appreciation for your feeder pattern principals. Thank you. The next group I would like to recognize are those who have been a source of encouragement throughout the lives of these graduates. They've given a tremendous amount of time, financial support, and love to these young men and women to help them reach this very important time in their lives. This group is looking to the floor of the arena with anticipation and great pride. Graduates, these individuals have made an important impact on your life, and it helped give you the opportunity to walk across the stage this evening. Will the parents, guardians, and grandparents of our graduates please stand at this time? Graduates, let's hear it for our parents and guardians. You may be seated. The next group I would like to recognize has watched over you for the past 4 years. They've spent many hours preparing you for this special time. Would the Monterey staff please stand and be recognized at this time? Thank you. We have a special group of graduates this evening who have made the decision to join one of our distinguished armed forces. These 12 young men and women will be part of the United States Army, Navy, Air Force, and Marine Corps. This group is wearing the red, white, and blue cord representing their future military service. I would like to introduce these students individually. Please hold your applause until I've introduced all these distinguished young men and women who will be serving our country. Students, please stand and remain standing as I call your name. Sebastian Andres Adame, U.S. Marine. Miguel Masongsong Alegre, U.S. Air Force. Jillian Morgan Biscom, U.S. Navy. Jordan Lloyd Blevins, U.S. Army. Hannah Danielle Brashear, U.S. Air Force. Jacob Martin Castillo, U.S. Navy. Jonathan Caleb Evans, U.S. Air Force. Lucas Tyler Gonzalez, U.S. Army. Jesse Cole Granberry, U.S. Air Force. Chase Hayden Hogan, U.S. Navy. Jonathan Hayden Jones, U.S. Air Force. Isis Nicole Villegas, U.S. Navy. Please join me in showing our eternal gratitude for these young men and women. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. I would now like to recognize a special group of young men and women graduating from the AVID, or Advancement via Individual Determination College Readiness Program. For the last 4 years, these 47 graduates have worked diligently before, during, and after school to learn the skills necessary to be successful in college. From learning effective note-taking strategies to completing community service projects, along with university visits around the state, these students have gone above and beyond to make their college dreams a reality. Each of them will walk out of this auditorium tonight fully prepared to attend their chosen university in the fall. This group is wearing the navy blue and gold cord representing the AVID program. Would the AVID graduates please stand and be recognized at this time? Thank you. This year, we are proud to recognize our first group of young men and women graduating from Monterey's Project Lead the Way engineering program, the nation's largest STEM program. These 23 graduates have spent the past 4 years learning the necessary skills to be successful in a fast-paced, professional engineering environment. 18 of these individuals will be majoring in an engineering or STEM-related field in college. Would the Project Lead the Way engineering graduates please stand and be recognized? Thank you. I would now like to recognize our High Honor graduates. High Honor graduates are students who finish 4 years of high school with a grade point average of 4.0 or higher. Students achieve this average by making all A's or by taking pre-AP and advanced placement courses where they receive an extra grade point in each course. These students are noted in the program with a double arrow marking beside their name. Would the High Honor graduates please stand and remain standing? We also have students who have maintained a 3.5 to 3.99 grade point average for all courses in grades 9 through 12. These graduates also followed a rigorous academic track, earning honor graduate status. The honor graduates are noted in the program with a single arrow marking beside their name. Would honor graduates please stand and remain standing? We now have a total of 168 seniors standing wearing red stoles from a class of 475 graduates. Please help me show our appreciation to all of our high honor and honor graduates for the class of 17. Thank you. You may be seated. The class of 2017 received more than 120 scholarships, totaling $3,183.68. These students are listed in the back pages of the program. We would like for our scholarship recipients to stand and be recognized at this time. If you received or were honored with a scholarship, please stand. Thank you. In addition to scholarships, many of our graduates have earned college hours while attending high school. Monterey is privileged to offer dual credit courses through South Plains College and the University of Texas at Austin. Additionally, students who earn a 3 or higher on an AP exam can also earn college hours from the university of their choice. The class of 2017 has earned more than 1,376 total dual credit and AP college hours during high school. Will all students who have received dual credit hours or AP scores of 3 or higher please stand and be recognized at this time? Thank you. Each year, over 1 million students enter the National Merit Program by taking the PSAT their junior year. 50,000 students with the highest scores enter the nationwide competition for recognition conducted by the National Merit Scholarship Corporation. The National Merit Competition continues throughout the student's senior year, identifying them as semifinalists, finalists, commended scholars, and ultimately National Merit Scholars. This year, Monterey is fortunate to be recognizing Laurel Lynn Baldwin-White as a National Merit Commended Scholar. Laurel, would you please stand and be recognized at this time? This evening, I would like to take a moment to remember those who were taken from us too soon and are not here with us to celebrate this event. This year, we tragically lost one of our own. Antonio Raul Lopez Jr., Tony Lopez, left us this year, tragically. Please join me in a moment of silence to remember Tony and any others who could not be with us here this evening. Thank you. Seniors, at this time, Dr. Burl Robertson, Superintendent of Lubbock Schools, will present you as having met requirements for graduation. Mr. James Arnold, Secretary, Board of Trustees, will accept the class to receive their diplomas. Dr. Robertson.
Monterey, beat 'em red, beat 'em blue, class of 2017. Don't be a meme. Now you're thinking, did he just say meme? I did. I know what a meme is, because people my age have Facebook, too. And I know enough about memes to know that you don't want to be one. You don't want to be a photo, a GIF, video. It's laughable for a second, and then forgotten the moment it's out of sight. Because that's how memes work, right? One minute some meme has you laughing like crazy, and the next minute you're over it. In November, you were all about the You Name It challenge, laughing about beans, greens, potatoes, tomatoes, lambs, rams, hogs, dogs, chickens, right? And just 7 months later, it's gone. Here we are in May, and even the most popular meme has worn its welcome out. Don't get me wrong, I love a good meme myself. Who doesn't want to see their grandmother doing juju on that beat, juju on that beat? Or me, for that matter. But correct me if I'm wrong. I doubt that in kindergarten, any of you said to your parents, when I grow up, I want to be a meme. You say you wanted to be doctors, lawyers, mechanics, bakers, soldiers, police officers, artists, and teachers. And now you sit here in your caps and gowns, and you're probably all giddy with excitement over the fact that you actually get to be just about anything you want to be. So the world is your oyster, so savor it, see it, and experience it without a filter, as many of you already have. From volunteering to dominating athletic and academic competitions to kicking it in fine arts competitions of all types, you've made your mark on your school and community. And as you prepare for the next leg of your journey, remember a few pieces of advice. First, don't become numb to the world around you. It's easy to become inundated with all the information flooding our social media feeds. And I understand you know these apps much better than I do. Instagram, Twitter, Snapface, chat, all those things. They're great tools to keep in touch with friends and stay informed. But you also know the pitfalls of being exposed to never-ending feeds of data. We can get overwhelmed. Other people's problems become memes that are all too easy to forget. We're sad about one tragedy, then another one strikes. We're up in arms about one issue until another one seems more pressing. The easiest thing to do is to quit caring and return to that selfie life. Not because we're bad people, but because sometimes our contributions seem like a drop in the bucket. But adding a few drops in the bucket over time can make a huge difference in a parched world. So keep adding your drops. My second piece of advice is to remember that your likes, shares, and retweets do not measure your worth. Quiet successes are still successes. And making an impact doesn't always look like having a building named after you or being mentioned on Twitter by your idol. You can make an impact by remembering your kindergarten teacher's advice. Work hard, do your best, show up, and always do the right thing. But fair warning, you may do the right thing and the world will just yawn in boredom. You may follow your dreams and get 0 likes. You may fight for a cause you believe in and watch your followers dwindle. Some of you may have already experienced the sting of rejection. Sometimes that happens, but keep showing up. Keep being you. Everybody else will catch up. Finally, remember that you're not a meme. You're not a joke. You're not a passing fad. You are a person. You are worth remembering. And you have the opportunity to make a lasting impact on this world. So take that opportunity. You will have to put in a lot of elbow grease to get what you want, but you, only you, get to define your life. Success is not about your social media following. It's about what you do with your life. And I'm so excited to see what you'll continue to do with yours. That's why, class of 2017, I'm elated to present you as candidates for graduation. Mr. James Arnold, would you please come forward? Mr. Arnold, I certify these students have met the Lubbock Independent School District and Texas Education Agency requirements and I recommend the Monterey class of 2017 be awarded diplomas.
Well, good evening. On behalf of the Board of Trustees, let me offer our congratulations on your achievement. You made it. Before tonight ends, though, take a moment and thank the people that got you here. Nobody got here by themselves. Nobody got here alone. In the rush of this weekend, take a moment and stop and just say thank you. You know, tonight is special. 30 years ago tonight, I sat right where you are, and looking back, it really does mark a definite turning point in your life. It signifies an end and a beginning. There are people sitting among you tonight that you will never see again. But you know what? The exciting part is that some of your best friends, greatest memories, and highest achievements await you. But from here, life speeds up. Let me assure you one thing. The next 18 years will pass so much faster than the first 18. Time will fly. An old friend of mine told me the other day that the days are long and the years are short. And you know, the older I get, the more those words ring true to me every day. You know, given what we've seen in technology the last 12 years since you were in kindergarten, technology has rapidly changed our world today. So when you get asked the question, what are you going to do? What are you going to major in? Don't feel the need to give an answer, because who knows what the best jobs, the technologies are going to be in the next 5 to 10 years. And yet, in every May, graduation speakers all over the country fire up the standard graduation speech talking about goals and dreams and those kind of things. I want to leave you tonight with a couple of things that I've learned over the years that I wish someone would have told me when I was 18. Number one, you aren't as smart as you think you are. Shocking, I realize. Coming to grips with this would have saved me mounds of embarrassment and frustration and more than a few speeding tickets. Number two, limit the number of things you will do for a free t-shirt. If you think the credit card companies and the Girls Gone Wild people are out in your best interest, remember rule number one. Nothing made from a polycotton blend is worth sacrificing your credit score or your dignity. Number three, never follow through on an idea that starts out with the phrase, wouldn't it be fun if? Doing so usually ends up with phrases like banned for life or I'm sorry, Your Honor, added to your vocabulary. Once you start working, no one will care what your grades were in high school, whether you were popular, or whether you were a star athlete. Your success depends on who you become going forward today, not who you are now. The music you like today you'll still be listening to in your 40s. Look around. Make a mental note of your 3 best friends and do whatever it takes to stay in touch with them for the rest of your life. In 20 years, 90% of you will look nothing like you do today, and only 2% of you will actually look better. I'm sorry. Hold on to your yearbook because it gets funnier and funnier as the years go by. I'll end by trying to impart some sage wisdom well distilled over the years by what Ferris Bueller once said. Life moves pretty fast. If you don't stop and look around once in a while, you just might miss it. His message is the same as mine. Life passes much more quickly than you could ever imagine, and you can't hit pause and you can't hit replay. So I encourage you to lean into it. Take some risk. Live in a way that allows you to find your true happiness. So on behalf of the Board of Trustees of the Lubbock Independent School District, I accept this class of graduates as certified by the administration and declare these graduates eligible to receive their diplomas at this time.
At this time, it's my distinct pleasure to present to you the 10 highest-ranking students in the class of 2017. Students, please stand and remain standing as I call your name. Ranked number 10 with a GPA of 4.8360, Chloe Jane Capadagli. Also number 10 with a GPA of 4.8360, Garrett Paul Wright. At number 8 with a GPA of 4.8474, Laurel Lynn Baldwin White. Also number 8 with a GPA of 4.8474, Lexi Lynn Burris. Number 7 with a GPA of 4.8644, Alexandra Corin Bustos. Number 5 with a GPA of 4.8656, Zachary Mark Dillard. Also number 5 with a GPA of 4.8656, Alec James Riley. Number 4 with a GPA of 4.8852, Megan Elizabeth Matthews. And number 3 with a GPA of 4.8888, Braxton Albert Fulford. Please join me in recognizing our top students. Please be seated. Now comes a very special time in our program where I have the honor of presenting the highest-ranking graduates of the class of 2017. With a final grade point average of 4.8955223, the class of 2017 Salutatorian is Durward Allen Cater III, affectionately known as Trip. Trip, will you please join me on stage? Trip is the son of Ms. Carla Cater and Mr. Durward Cater, who are seated to my stage right. Ms. Cater and Mr. Cater, will you please stand? Thank you. Tripp began his academic career in LISD as a Haynes Hawk and continued on to be an Evans Eagle prior to beginning his journey as a Monterey Plainsman. While at Monterey, Tripp has contributed to our winning tradition in a wide variety of activities, from football to wrestling, academic decathlon to bell crew. Tripp has made it his priority to be actively involved throughout his high school career. Tripp was even a founding member of the Monterey Hacky Sack Club. Additionally, Tripp was a top competitor in UIL math, number sense, calculator, science, and computer science. Tripp is one of our first students to complete all 4 years of our prestigious Project Lead the Way engineering program. While at Monterey, Tripp has been selected by his teachers and peers to represent Monterey as a top Plainsman in both his sophomore and senior year. He served the student body in the capacity of NHS Senior Class Rep and lettered in varsity wrestling. Additionally, Tripp won the Monterey Excellence Award. This remarkable student placed 4th overall in the state academic decathlon competition. Tripp is an incredibly intelligent young man that lives a life of humility and integrity. Tripp has worked under the mentorship of a local electrical engineer over the past few years, sparking an interest in a future engineering career pathway. Tripp will be attending Texas A&M University in the fall, where his proposed field of study will be electrical engineering and physics. Scholarships offered to Tripp to date total more than $21,000. Tripp, it is with great pleasure I present you with this high honor plaque and medal designating you as the Salutatorian for the class of 2017. At this time, Ms. Melissa Collier will present the diploma awarded to Monterey's class of 2017. Salutatorian Durwood Allen Tripp Cater III. Tripp, thank you for your many contributions to Monterey. It is now my honor to present the highest ranking graduate of the class of 2017. With a final grade point average of 4.9253731, the valedictorian for the class of 2017 is William Cole Geist. Cole, join me on stage. Cole is the son of Mr. and Mrs. John and Becky Geist, who are seated to my stage right. Mr. and Mrs. Geist, will you please stand? Thank you. Cole began his academic career as a Murphy Mountain Lion and continued on to be an Evans Eagle before beginning his time at Monterey High School. Cole has distinguished himself as an exceptional student with a self-motivated drive and personality to live life with character and integrity. Cole is held in very high regard by his teachers and peers. Not only an achiever scholastically, he has a sense of drive that draws people to him immediately. Cole has held many leadership positions as a Monterey Plainsman, including Senior Class President, National Honor Society President. He has been a member and team captain of the mock trial team all 4 years and was named lead attorney for prosecution and defense. Cole has excelled academically during his years at Monterey and has received many awards, including UIL Scholar, Outstanding Senior in AP Computer Science, Plainsman 4.0 Scholar, Teen of the Month, and Top Plainsman. Other prestigious awards demonstrating Cole's academic excellence include UIL Student Congress Region Finalist, Outstanding Debater, Outstanding Advocate, Regional Mock Trial, and Monterey Excellence Award. Part of Cole's leadership exemplifies a diversity of interaction within many facets of Monterey's social culture. He has been a part of the LISD Students Superintendent's Council, a member of the Bell Crew, a hacky sack club participant, a Shattered Dreams representative, and a member of the Latin Club. He also participated in many other activities such as a Boys State representative and United Future Leaders. Cole was the first Red Shoe student crew member of the Ronald McDonald House and is a CPR certified lifeguard through American Red Cross. This fall, Cole will also attend Texas A&M University, where he will pursue a major in business management and law. Scholarships offered to Cole total more than $27,000 to date. This evening, Cole will receive the Texas Valedictorian Tuition Scholarship. Cole, it's with great pleasure that I present you with the highest honor plaque and medal designating you as the valedictorian for the class of 2017. At this time, Ms. Melissa Collier will present our valedictorian, Cole Geist, his diploma. Cole, we thank you for your many contributions to Monterey High School. Please join me once again in congratulating our 2017 Salutatorian and Valedictorian of the class of 2017 at Monterey. And now it's time. At this time, we will present diplomas for the outstanding Monterey class of 2017. Our graduate names will be called by the Alpha principals, Mr. Garcia, Ms. Red, Mr. Aguilar, Mr. Newman, and Ms. Walden. Guests, please give us one moment to rearrange the stage in preparation to present diplomas to this outstanding graduating class.
Jose Alfredo Acosta, Jr. Michael Acosta, Jr. Sebastian Andres Adami. Trayvon Deshaun Adams. Xavier Lee Aguilar. Kimberly Sudarat Akath. Keelan Dominic Aleman. Dylan Luis Alaniz. Faith Alaniz. Cassandra Brianne Alcorta. Miguel Masongsong Alegre. Francisco Kid Almanza. Marisela Andrea Altamirano. Karen Azucena Alvidrez Medina. Daniel J. Andrade. Duncan Wayne Andrew. Cain Sergio Arcos. Levi Blake Arias. Nicole Jean Acevedo. Jacqueline Renee Estorga Ortiz. Angelica Alexandria Ayala. Tristan Nathaniel Baca. Kalen Thomas Beck. Alonzo Landon Biza. Madison Avery Biza. Laurel Lynn Baldwin White. Lauren Alexis Bandy. Isaiah Blue Ban. Sarah Lynn Kay Barker. Cody Lee Barnhill. Calista Bell Bassett. Samantha Belmontes Morales. Nicole Marie Benavides. Victoria Ann Benitez. Nayeli Sarai Bedeja. Holder Lee Beameray. Jillian Morgan Biscom. Daryl Wayne Bishop. Hannah Elizabeth Bishop. Shelby Renee Blaylock. Jordan Lloyd Blevins. Cutter Sterling Blosser. Talon Matthew Bachman. Cynthia Alejandra Botea. Jessica Sky Bowman. Hannah Danielle Brashear. Darius Michael Brown. Eric Raynell Brown Jr. Kimberly May Brown. Jordan Dell Buck. Lexi Lynn Burris. Damie Diane Busteos Barragan. Alexandra Corin Bustos. Israel Matthew Bustos. Dorian G. Byers. Madison Danielle Cabello. Alberto Brandon Cabrales. Thomas Daniel Calvillo. Chelsea Campos. Levi Pike Cantrell. Stetson James Cantrell. Freddie Cantu Jr. Chloe Jane Capadagli. John Paul Cardenas. Kendall Reed Carpenter. Elizabeth Anastasia Carizales. Casey R. Cartwright. Gina Love Casillas. Isaiah Jair Castillo. Jacob Martin Castillo. Megan Deanda Castillo. Eileen Julieta Castro. Dorian Jacob Castro. Lauren Madison Caudill. Christopher Michael Causer. Garrett Michael Chase. Gustavo Jose Chavez. Kane Chavez. Zephaniah Daniel Chavez. David Jose Chavarria IV. Kim Ving Chuen. Darius Tutankhamun Clark. Kiana Marie Collins. Matthew Lee Collins. Stephen Christopher Collins. Zachary Hunter Cooks. Caleb Drew Cox. Jordan Page Crawford. Jasmine Lee Cruz. Mario Cruz. Gregorio Cruz Lopez. Peyton Nicole Cood. McKaylee Jade D'Agostino. Alyssa Irene Daniel. Israel Romeo Davila. Brittany Morgan Shea Davis. Aaron Michael Dean. Philip Anthony Deeb. Julio Delgado III. Jerry DeLone. Annalisa Charlene Del Valle. Lane DeRees. Jared Luke Dietrich. Sarai Devore. Ariel Denise Diaz. Ivan Diaz. Zachary Mark Dillard. Jenna Starr Doggett. Veronica Noel Douglas. Logan Philip Dudley. Donald Jack Dykes.
Bailey Taylor Edwards. Daisy Eileen Elizondo. Raven Tyler Elizondo. Avery Christian Escobedo. Amberly Leanne Espinoza. Arthur Esquivel III. Destiny Ann Esquivel. Jonathan Caleb Evans. Brianda Marie Fabula. Wazaria Faith Fay. Zachary Ryan Fielder. Dakota Lee Filippelli. Larissa Irene Fincham. Abigail Ruth Flores. Jonathan Joe Flores. Kiara Caitlin Flores. Diaja Datavia Flournoy. Amber Nicole Foreman. Kamaya Naire Fountain. Braxton Albert Fulford. Marcus Aaron Gamboa. Caitlin Rose Gamage. Alexandra Noel Garay. Ariel Marie Garcia. Devin Lee Garcia. Mariah Adriana Garcia. Philip Andrew Garcia. Roman David Garcia. Vanessa Garcia. Annabelle Garduno. Andreas Garza Jr. Philip Trishawn Guess. Eric LaShawn Gibson. Joey Maureen Martos Gloria. Davy Ringo Gomez. Dylan Michael Gomez. Jason Draven Lee Gonzalez. Michael Elijah Gonzalez. Orlando Alexander Gonzalez. Robert Dalton Gonzalez. Zakayla Nicole Gonzalez. Jennifer Carissa Gonzalez. Lucas Tyler Gonzalez. Maribel Gonzalez. Susana Gabriela Gonzalez. Trinity Renee Gonzalez. Carrison Bailey Graham. McKinley Nicole Graham. Jesse Cole Granberry. Nathaniel Roderick Gregory. Abel Elijah Gell. Guadalupe Ulysses Guerra Garcia. Juan Manuel Gutierrez. Justin Albert Gutierrez. Miranda Danielle Gutierrez. Ashley Brooke Haygood. Emily Nell Hall. Shanice Lauren Hall. Caitlin Sue Hanna. Kennedy Ann Hanson. Devin Lloyd Hargrove. Dwayne Deshaun Harper. Leilani Jewel Harrison. Danye Danelle Mejia Harvey. Cody Arturo Heinrich. Casey Lynn Heinrich. Kinsey Jane Heinrich. Jennifer Elizabeth Hemingway. Angelica Faustina Hernandez. Christopher Elijah Hernandez. Julie Crystal Hernandez. Rosa Maria Elena Hernandez. Chase Hayden Hogan. Jessica Eileen Holman. Skylar Price Holland. Austin Ryan Holmes. Heather K. Huckabee. James Rodney Huddleston. Kaylee Joe Hudson. Rayanne Christine Hughes. Chelsea Deanne Hunter. Lance Datavian Isaac.
Kashawn Deshawn Jackson. Fredtasia Jakia Jackson Tryon. Elijah Josiah Jansen. Caesar Miguel Jaramillo. Jalen T. Jefferson. Monroe Jennings IV. Amarabi Jimenez. Diana Lee Jimenez. Bailey Renee Johnson. Deja LaJuan Johnson. James Earl Johnson. Reagan Grace Johnson. Michael Dell Johnston. Michael Lane Johnston. Donovan Malik Alonzo Jones. Jaron Javon Jones. Jonathan Hayden Jones. Talon Tyree Jones. Jillian Paige Jordan. Madeline Ruth Juno. Alyssa Nicole Kavanaugh. Zaquasia Trishay Keller. Julia Ann Kern. Jaden Bryce Kevel. Alyssa Jane Kioski. Cole Mason Kitten. Naomi Danielle Landeros. Mariah Renee Leal. Abby Celine Lavadio. Tani Shay Lightfoot. Madeline Lily Lepetska. Shelby Rose Lively. Crystal Amparo Lopez. Ebony Lopez. Michaela Bernice Lopez. Reno Martin Lopez. Isaiah Anthony Lozano. Damian Oscar Lucero. John A. Lucio. Matthew B. Lucio. Michael C. Lucio. Analia Rain Luetta. Aries Winter Luna. Justice Xavier Luna. Marcos Caleb Luna. Albert Zaquantric Maiden. Augustine Antonio Madrid. Melinda Madrid. Serena Marie McGowan. Micah Kelvet Manahan. Jennifer Marie Mattis. Ana Sofia Marie Ladano. Kinsey Naomi Marmolejo. Adrian Salinas Martinez. Amanda Martinez. Annalise Maria Martinez. Brianna Nicole Martinez. Emily Taylor Martinez. Jennifer Martinez. John Benet Bernada Martinez. Mia Ray Martinez. Michael Martinez Jr. Osvaldo Damian Martinez. Victor Manuel Martinez. Xavier Ryan Martinez. Christian Victor Mata. Mariah Brianne Mata. Eric Andrew Mata. Megan Elizabeth Matthews. Sheena Lynn Mon. Avery Aaron Maxwell. Quante Malik McBride. Christopher Curtis McDavid. Travis Wayne McGugan. Addison Grace McNamee. Avery Faith McNamee. Morgan Lynn McQueen. Pedro Mendez. Dolores Selexis Mendoza. Christopher Daniel Mendoza. Mariah Michelle Mendoza. Megan Elizabeth Mercado. Wade Ellis Merica. Gabrielle Aaron Miller. Jake Matthew Miller. Damian Joseph Millorn. Keandre Lawrence Mitchell. Sydney Ross Mitchell. Isaac Ingram Molina. Isaiah James Molina. Alicia Fabian Montemes. Michael Manuel Montez. Jonathan Avery Moore. Joshua Caleb Moore. Adrian Seferino Moreno. Elizabeth Nina Moreno. Elizabeth Ann Moreno. Jacob Michael Moreno. Lysandra Crystal Morales. Dylan Michael Mosher Sepulveda. Desiree Ann Mosqueda. Elizabeth Mosqueda. Caitlin Miranda Moss. Zachary Micah Jude Music. Chase Eric Michaelby. Arturo Narvaez Jr. Nikki Day Narvaez. Jeremiah Lee Nichols. Duran Montrell Norris. Kaylin Nosif. Nicolette Nanette Nunley.
David Martinez Ochoa. Madison Elaine Oler. Angela Michelle Olguin. Peter James Olivares. Jasmine Day Alexandra Olivares. Hunter James Thomas O'Neill. Jose Angel Ortiz. Marcus Zane Ortiz. Octavia Lachey Overstreet. Marciano Titus Padilla. Kinley Mariela Palma Martinez. Nicolette Teresa Paredes. Elida Esperanza Para. Leandra Renee Paramore. Eric Brian Paras. J.P. Latavian Patton. Julia Margaret Payne. Brandon Lee Payton. Megan Bryce Perez. Nicholas Perez. Rocky Joshua Perez Jr. Juan Thi Huang Pham. Ramiro Pacon III. Madison Avery Pine. Matthew Thomas Polando. Elijah Bryce Ponce. Naaman Ryan Ponce. Joseph Matthew Preciado. Christian Michael Presley. Justin Price Priego. Anita Grace Pruitt. Isaiah Nicholas Puente. Harun Akram Purvis. Christopher Deshaun Quigley. Anna Isabel Quintana. Jesse Enrique Quintana. Maralicia Daniela Ramirez. Mireya Alexandra Ramos. Paula Fabiola Ramos. Sparkle Sky Rangel. Mackenzie Joy Reeves. Kayla Lee Reyna. Addison Chanel Richards. Shayla Deanna Reekin. Alec James Riley. Alexander Xavier Riojas. Sergio Rios. Vivian Victoria Rios. Maya Alize Rios Ramos. Luis Rivas Jr. Titiana Roberts. Selena Renee Hernandez Robinson. Deja Danae Robledo. Isabel J. Rocha. Ashton Taylor Roderick Lozoya. Jeremy Kennan Rogers. Marissa Lene Rogers. Sammy Brooke Rogers. Kelsey Caitlin Rodriguez. Marcus Aiden Rodriguez. Marissa Isabel Mercedes Rodriguez. Suri Waleska Rodriguez. Xavier Rene Rodriguez. Zachary Blas Felipe Rodriguez. Zachary Rodriguez. Matthew Aaron Rogers. Robert Lara Rosendo. Olivia Ana Rubio. Carlos Manuel Ruiz. Robin Leslea Rush.
Mariana Patricia Salas. Cheyenne Cherokee Marie Salazar. Santos Salazar Jr. Brittany Nicole Salinas. Ashley Nicole Sanchez. Baby Mercedes Sanchez. Lorena Marie Sanchez. Stormy Lewis Sanchez Leal. Allison Lorraine Sandifer. Miranda Lynette Sandoval. Justine Ann Santana. Cal William Seacrest. Robert Lee Cepeda III. Allison Lisbeth Sessom. Cameron Fisher Sharp. Jason Banner Sharp. Kanasia Shaw. Christopher Rebel Shepherd. Irene Silva. Colby Renee Silva. Allison Brianne Simmons. Orion Deshawn Simpson. Bryson Lamar Smith. Kelsey Lynn Smith. Victoria Smith. Darren Deshawn Smith Taylor. Nicholas James Sowell. Devin Allen Stearns. Bradley Thomas Stewart. Shaquavia Felice Diggers. Victoria Mackenzie Swartz. Robert Clayton Swift. Nicholas Daniel Tawney. Christian Noel Terrell. Thalia A. Terrasas. Rihanna Kinley Thomas. Lacey Viola Thompson. Jaden Lee Timms. Kristen Nicole Toledo. Adrian Alexander Tolentino. Christopher Michael Tone. Ariana Torres. Soledad Annalisa Marie Torres. Brianna Renee Torres. Aaron Dwayne Traylor. Alize Nicole Tryon. Kirsten Lee Tucker. Bryce Allen Turnbow. Nicole Dionette Umanya. Ryan Lee Uresti. Mercedes Alexis Valadez. Stephanie Ray Irene Van Arsdale. Madeline Lee Vara. Manuel Donito Vasquez. Giovanni Vasquez. Gisela Vasquez. Joey Lee Vega. Guadalupe Liliana Vega Alfaro. Ashley Michelle Vickner. Destiny Marie Veldari. D'Angelo Villalobos. Amberly Villarreal. Guadalupe Villarreal. Isis Nicole Villegas. Quincy Tyree Walker. Chandler Francis Wallace. Bryce Trent Ward. Kelsey Cora Weatherly. Bryce Howard Wayhill. Stephen Kurtz West. Tobin Paul Westbrook. Faith Alexis Whited. Corbin Jax Whitfield. Brenna Marie Wynecki. Taylor Morgan Williamson. Brianna Marie Wilson. Colby Nathaniel Wilson. Courtney Lynn Woodham. Garrett Paul Wright. Jonathan Lee Zapata. Juana Garcia Zavala. Hunter Octavius Appel.
Would all graduates please stand? At this time, it is my honor and privilege as principal of Monterey High School to ask you to move your tassel from the right to the left. On behalf of Monterey High School's faculty and staff, I present to you the 61st graduating class, the class of 2017. At this time, please stand and join the Monterey Senior Choir and the Senior Spirit Squad in singing our school song. Upon conclusion of the school song, this will complete Monterey's 2017 graduation ceremony. Thank you for your attendance.